healing the mental as a physical. As a physical, the other end of that line is your mental body. And a physical person relies on their mental body to be that magnetic center. They manifest through their mind. They manifest and magnetize people, situations, understandings to themselves that they then can bridge into the physical as a physical person. And so the connection to their mind is just maybe is secondarily important to their physical connection because that's the other end of their beingness. That's the other end of the who they are part. And so if a physical person doesn't have a connected mind, they're still not going to be able to manifest very well. They're still not going to be able to understand why they can't create like they think they should, because their mind disconnection is making it much more challenging. So a connected mind for a physical is a mind that doesn't think it's crazy, that doesn't think it thinks differently or wrong, that's not trying to diagnose or segment or tell it that it's stupid or it doesn't know anything or any of the other derogatory things that we tell ourselves. A physical person needs to trust their mind almost as much as they need to trust the body. They need to know that that mind is brilliant. That mind is capable of sorting and organizing and understanding a very large set of data that it's using so that it can bring things into the physical in a very different way. And so a physical person who has a wounded mind is likely going to have scattered thoughts. They're going to be magnetizing all of this information to self and doesn't know where to put it. They're not going to know what to do with it, and their mind's never going to stop running, but it's going to feel overwhelming. It's going to feel overwhelming and nonstop and like there's something wrong. But if the physical person has been told their whole lives that they weren't smart enough or they didn't know things or that somebody else knew better, it's going to be challenging to believe that all of this information is useful and valuable and something they need to do. And so the important part when we work on healing this wound and we work on looking at this magnetism is understanding why we believe our mind is wrong. Why do we think we're broken in our mind? Why do we think that the way we think isn't how we need to think? Who told us that? Who made us think that that wasn't true for us? Perhaps as a kid, you were told authority knew better and that you needed to do things the way your parents did them, or you needed to do things the way your teachers or society did them. And so if you had ideas and you sorted and put things together and it didn't look like everybody else's, you were told you were wrong. You were stupid. You were whatever the words are, and you believed them. You believed them over your own knowing that that wasn't true and that you were just different in the way that you thought. And if you believed them, then slowly you started to disconnect yourself from the safety that you needed in your mental body to be able to sort and organize like you need to. And so if you can understand why you believed what you did and that why you accepted that truth, you can now start to understand instead how untrue that is today. Because today you need to work on healing and trusting your mind. The information that you receive from your mind and that you can sort and organize and you can make the plans and lists and all of the pieces is part of the magic of who you are. You are a brilliant human who is able to take in a large ton of data from all of the different energy bodies, filter and sort it, and take action in a very, very beautiful way. And so a physical person has to first lead the guidance system of the body, but then use the mind to magnetize, use the logical reasoning, use the understandings that they gain to magnetize people, experiences, whatever it is they want to them. That's the beauty. And so once we heal that and we start to believe that maybe we actually do know things and maybe our mind's not running away with us, it's giving us information, and maybe this is valuable and the way I was supposed to operate, we can start to actually take action and following through on the information we have. We can start to see the beauty in our organization. We can start to see how all of this is going to help inform how we're going to create in a different and more beautiful way. Following through on the promises on every step of the way is only going to amplify that reconnection back to self.